The Quirinal Palace is the official residence of the President of the Italian Republic, located atop the Quirinal Hill. It is one of the largest palaces in the world, covering over 110,000 square meters, making it roughly 20 times the size of the White House. The Trevi Fountain is the largest and most famous Baroque fountain in Rome. Standing 26.3 meters high and built against the back of Palazzo Poli, it marks the terminal point of the ancient Aqua Virgo aqueduct, which has supplied water to the city since 19 BC. Commissioned by Pope Clement XII and designed by Nicola Salvi, the fountain took 30 years to complete. The central statue is Oceanus, standing on a shell-shaped chariot pulled by two winged seahorses, one boisterous and one calm, symbolizing the fluctuating moods of the sea. It is constructed primarily from travertine stone, the same material used for the Colosseum. Salvi famously hid an unsightly barber's sign behind a sculpted vase because the barber had criticized his work during construction. Visitors toss approximately 3,000 euros into the fountain daily. According to local legend, you must throw the coin with your right hand over your left shoulder while your back is turned. La Casa del Caffè Tazza is one of Rome's most historic and famous coffee roasteries, located just steps away from the Pantheon. Founded in 1944 as a roastery and opened as a bar in 1946, it remains the only artisanal historic coffee company still operating in the heart of Rome's city center. It roasts its own Arabica beans on-site, filling the surrounding alleys with the scent of toasted coffee. Their most famous blend, La Regina dei Caffè, was created by the founder, Mr. Mario, and is still sold today. Visitors can purchase whole or ground beans, coffee-flavored chocolate beans, and coffee liqueurs, Aroma di Roma, to take home. While their espresso is highly celebrated, the shop is world-renowned for its Granita di Caffè con Panna. It is considered the ultimate on-the-go treat for a hot day in Rome, often enjoyed while standing right in front of the Pantheon. The Pantheon is one of the best-preserved monuments of ancient Rome and a masterpiece of classical engineering. Originally built as a pagan temple for all gods, it was converted into a Catholic church in 609 AD, officially named the Basilica di Santa Maria ad Martires, which ensured its survival, while other ancient structures were dismantled for materials. The structure is world-renowned for its mathematical precision and pioneering use of concrete. The dome remains the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome even after 2,000 years. To prevent collapse, Roman engineers used progressively lighter materials, moving from heavy travertine at the base to lightweight volcanic pumice at the top. The oculus is a 9-meter-wide central opening at the apex of the dome, is the building's only source of natural light. When it rains, water enters the building but disappears into a specialized drainage system built into the original marble floor. The interior space is a perfect sphere. The distance from the floor to the oculus is exactly equal to the dome's diameter, 43.3 meters. The present building was commissioned by Emperor Hadrian around 126 AD on the site of an earlier temple built by Marcus Agrippa. Hadrian honored the original builder by keeping Agrippa's name on the front facade. Today, the Pantheon serves as a national mausoleum for several prominent figures. Raphael is the famous Renaissance painter and architect who is buried in a tomb topped by the sculpture Madonna del Sasso. It houses the tombs of King Vittorio Emanuele II, the first king of unified Italy, King Umberto I, and Queen Margherita of Savoy. Giolitti is widely considered the oldest and most famous ice cream in Rome, having been in business since 1890. Located just a short walk from the Pantheon and the Trevi Fountain, it is a historic institution that famously supplied dairy products and treats to the Italian royal family. It is known for maintaining secret family recipes and offering over 120 flavors, ranging from classics to unique seasonal options. Signature flavors are pistachio, stracciatella, champagne, and rice, riso, are among the most frequently recommended. The Church of St. Louis of the French is the national church of France in Rome. Located between the Pantheon and Piazza Navona, this 16th-century Baroque masterpiece is world-famous for housing 3 original paintings by Caravaggio. The highlight of the church is the Contarelli Chapel, which contains a cycle of 3 paintings dedicated to the life of St. Matthew. These were Caravaggio's first major public commission and are renowned for their intense realism and dramatic use of chiaroscuro, the contrast of light and dark. The chapel is often dark. Visitors typically deposit a €1 or €2 coin into a small box to activate the lights that illuminate the paintings for a few minutes. Designed by Giacomo della Porta, the travertine facade features statues of prominent French figures, including Charlemagne and Saint Louis IX. Commissioned in 1518 by Cardinal Giulio de' Medici, later Pope Clement XII, construction was completed in 1589 with the support of Catherine de' Medici. Piazza Navona is one of Rome's most celebrated public spaces, renowned for its masterpiece-filled Baroque architecture and its unique, elongated oval shape. Built upon the ruins of an ancient athletic arena, it remains a bustling hub of city life, featuring 3 monumental fountains, the Church of Sant'Agnese in Agon, and a vibrant atmosphere of street artists and sidewalk cafes. The square's distinctive shape precisely follows the perimeter of the Stadium of Domitian, commissioned in 86 AD. The original stadium held up to 30,000 spectators for Greek-style athletic games like foot races and wrestling. From the 17th to the mid-19th century, the square was intentionally flooded during summer weekends to provide water games and cool relief for citizens. Visitors can still explore the stadium's remains, located about 5 meters below current street level, via a small archaeological museum. The piazza is a showcase for the 17th-century rivalry between architects Gian Lorenzo Bernini and Francesco Borromini. Fontana dei Quattro Fiumi, Fountain of the Four Rivers, designed by Bernini in 1651. This central masterpiece features 4 muscular figures representing the world's great rivers: the Nile, Ganges, Danube, and Plate. Church of Sant'Agnese in Agon is facing the fountain is this magnificent church, largely designed by Borromini. Legend, now debunked, says Bernini's Nile statue is shielding its eyes in mock horror to avoid looking at Borromini's unstable facade. The square is bookended by the Fontana del Moro, More Fountain, at the south and the Fontana del Nettuno, Neptune Fountain, at the north. Arrive in the early morning to avoid crowds, or after dark when the fountains and palazzi are beautifully illuminated. Castel Sant'Angelo, also known as the Mausoleum of Hadrian, is a towering cylindrical fortress on the right bank of the Tiber River, located just a short distance from Vatican City. Originally commissioned by Emperor Hadrian as a family tomb in 135 AD, it has served as a military bastion, a luxurious papal residence, and a notorious prison before becoming a national museum in 1925. Its name, Castle of the Holy Angel, stems from a 590 AD vision by Pope Gregory the Great, who saw the Archangel Michael sheathing his sword atop the building, signaling the end of a devastating plague. The castle is linked to the Vatican by the Passetto di Borgo, an 800-meter elevated corridor. Popes used this secret passage to flee danger, most notably Pope Clement XII during the sack of Rome in 1527. Its dark dungeons once held prominent figures like the philosopher Giordano Bruno, the sculptor Benvenuto Cellini, and the alchemist Count of Cagliostro. The structure is a unique blend of Roman engineering, the original spiral ramp, medieval fortifications, and Renaissance artistry found in the ornate papal apartments. The bridge leading to the castle, originally built by Hadrian, is adorned with 10 marble angels designed by Gian Lorenzo Bernini and his pupils. The rooftop terrace, crowned by a 1753 bronze statue of Archangel Michael, offers one of the most famous 360-degree views of Rome, including St. Peter's Basilica and the Tiber. The National Museum currently hosts rotating and permanent collections of ancient armory, Renaissance frescoes, and sculptures. The Basilica Papale di Santa Maria Maggiore, St. Mary Major, is the largest and most important Marian shrine in Rome. Located atop the Esquiline Hill, it is unique among Rome's 4 papal basilicas for having preserved its original 5th-century early Christian structural core. The basilica's founding is tied to the miracle of the snow. According to tradition, in 358 AD, the Virgin Mary appeared in a dream to Pope Liberius and a wealthy patrician, instructing them to build a church where snow fell. On August 5th, a miraculous snowfall covered the Esquiline Hill in the height of summer, marking the site. Every year on August 5th, thousands of white rose petals are dropped from the ceiling during a solemn mass to recreate the snowfall. The basilica is a masterclass in evolving styles, from 5th-century mosaics to Baroque facades. The nave and triumphal arch house some of the oldest Christian mosaics in Rome, 432 to 440 AD, depicting scenes from the Old and New Testaments. The apse features the 13th-century masterpiece Coronation of the Virgin. The Renaissance coffered ceiling is said to be gilded with the first gold brought from the Americas by Christopher Columbus, gifted by the Spanish monarchy. At 75 meters, it is the highest bell tower in Rome. Beneath the high altar lies the Crypt of the Nativity, containing the Sacrocula, Holy Crib, believed to be 5 wood slats from the manger of Jesus. The basilica serves as the final resting place for several significant historical and religious figures. Breaking centuries of tradition, Pope Francis chose to be buried here near his favorite icon, the Salus Populi Romani, rather than in St. Peter's Basilica. Gian Lorenzo Bernini, the Baroque master, is buried in a simple family tomb in the right nave. It houses the relics of St. Jerome and St. Matthew, as well as the tombs of 7 other popes.